Welcome to this session with AARO Academy. Today we'll dive into IFRS 16 and the power of automation in lease accounting. Before we jump into the conversation, I'd like us to hear all about AARO Academy, who they are and what they do.
Thank you. We are AARO Academy, dedicated to providing specialized training in group accounting and reporting standards, including IFRS and sustainability frameworks like GRI. Our trainers are professionals with extensive experience in IFRS, GRI, and ESG reporting, ensuring participants gain both theoretical knowledge and practical skills they can apply in their organizations.
Okay, then let's go to my conversation with AARO Academy about IFRS 16 and automation. Before we dive into the details of the course, could you give us a quick overview of what IFRS 16 is all about?
Absolutely! IFRS 16 changes the way lessees account for leases. Gone are the days when operating leases were off-balance sheet. Now, whether it's an operating lease or a finance lease, you're required to recognize both a right-of-use asset and a lease liability on the balance sheet. The only exceptions are for short-term leases or when the asset has a low value. This shift brings transparency and comparability, making it easier for investors and stakeholders to understand the financial commitments of a company.
That's a huge shift, but why is IFRS 16 such a game changer for businesses?
Great question. IFRS 16 improves visibility into a company's use of leased assets and its obligations. With leases now on the balance sheet, it helps companies provide a more accurate representation of their financial health. This clarity improves decision-making, makes risk profiles clearer, and aligns lease accounting with today's business realities.
Okay, so let's talk about the training AARO Academy offers. What can participants expect to learn?
Our training covers all the key aspects of IFRS 16. We start with identifying a lease contract. What makes a contract qualify as a lease under IFRS 16 rules? Then we dive into how to measure the right-of-use asset and the lease liability. We also cover more advanced topics like how to deal with non-lease components, modifications, and the exemptions allowed under IFRS 16. Plus, we go into lessor accounting, explaining the different ways to handle finance and operating leases from the lessor's perspective.
Wow, it sounds like you cover everything from A to Z. So how do you help participants take all this theory and actually apply it?
We believe in hands-on learning. During the course, we work through real-world case studies. Participants get to calculate the lease liability and right-of-use asset themselves, applying IFRS 16 principles. It's all about making sure you leave the training with practical skills, not just theory.
That's awesome! Real-world examples always make things stick better. Okay, now let's talk about automation. Doing these calculations manually can get pretty complex, right?
Exactly. For companies with a lot of leases, performing these calculations manually can be time-consuming and prone to error. That's where the AARO Lease tool comes in. It automates all IFRS 16 computations, from measuring the right-of-use asset to the lease liability, whether it's for the initial or subsequent measurement. And it doesn't stop there. The tool also stores all your lease contracts in one centralized location, helping you keep everything organized and compliant.
Sounds like a lifesaver for anyone managing leases.
It really is. Plus, the system helps with your IFRS 16 financial disclosures, making the entire reporting process smoother.
Well, that's it for today. Thank you so much for joining me and sharing your insights on IFRS 16 and how automation through AARO Academy's training can make lease accounting easier.
Thanks for having me. It was great talking to you.
Thank you for watching. We covered the essentials of IFRS 16 and how AARO Academy can help you automate lease accounting. Stay tuned for more insights and in-depth training from AARO Academy. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to our channel for more accounting tips, and follow AARO on social media for the latest updates on their training programs.